In this section of the course, we're going to start to take a look at reporting. And we're going to start by looking at the main features of reporting in Project 2021. Now, we're working on version 11 of the website project, and you'll find all of your reporting options on the Report tab. You can see we have quite a few different buttons in here, so let's work our way through them. Now, the first group here where we have project, we have a compare projects button. Now, we are going to look at this a little bit later on. This button simply allows you to compare two versions of a project. So we're going to leave that for now. The other button that we're going to look at a bit later on is the one right on the end in the export group, and that is the visual reports button. So this is where you can do things like view your project data in a pivot table in Excel. So these two buttons, we're just going to put a pin in those and look at them later on. Our main focus over the next few lessons is going to be this big group in the middle here, the view reports group. Now we're going to start in this group by just clicking the drop down underneath dashboards. Now what you'll see in here are 5 or so common dashboards that you might want to create. And if you're already familiar with earlier versions of Project, or even if you have a basic knowledge of Project, you're probably very familiar with these already. And of course, if you want to see a full list of all of the reports available in Microsoft Project, then we have the More Reports button at the bottom, and we have our reports divided down into different categories. So we have lots of report templates that we can use, but we can also create our own custom reports. Now notice we have a new report button just here. We have a few different templates that we can use. We have a blank, chart, table, and comparison. And again, we're going to take a look at creating our own reports from scratch a bit later on in the course. Now the recent dropdown just here, this is going to show the last reports that you accessed, your recently used reports, so that you can quickly jump back to them. And then any custom reports that you create, you're going to find underneath this custom dropdown. Now, I don't currently have any custom reports, which is why I'm not seeing anything in there other than the More Reports button. And you're going to see this More Reports option at the bottom of every single one of these groups so that you can quickly view all of the reports available in Project. Now, the Getting Started button, if we click this is just going to give us some information about how to get started with reports in Project 2021. So let's load up this top report just here, Best Practice Analyzer. Now notice what we get. We get a brand new page, we have our title at the top, and then we have various different charts and tables. And this report is basically split into 5 different sections. And all of these sections are customizable. Now, if I click up here in the header, this is basically just a text box. Now, as soon as I click on this header, notice what happens up in the ribbon area. We get a couple of new contextual ribbons. We have a report design ribbon and also a shape format ribbon. And contextual ribbons are those ribbons that only appear as and when they're needed. So if we take a look at report design, you can see we have all of the tools on here which are going to help us design this particular section of the report. And shape format, we have this because we're effectively using a text box here. This is where we can come to change the background fill of the text box, or maybe change the text contained within the text box. And you'll notice that you'll get these ribbons when you click on any element in the report, but the ribbons will be different each time. So if I click on the chart below, notice I still get the report design ribbon, but I now have additional ribbons related to charts. We have chart design and format. If I click on the table underneath, once again, we still have the report design ribbon, but now we have table design as well, and also layout. So just be aware that when you're clicked on different elements in your report, you get different contextual ribbons. Also notice if we click back on the chart again, over on the right hand side, we have this field list pane. And this is sort of similar to if you've ever worked with pivot tables in Excel. This is where we actually come to build or load the information that's of interest to us into these charts and tables. And we're going to do more work on that a little bit later on. Now, currently this report is very plain looking, it's quite boring. If we want to start doing things like changing the color scheme, this is where we can go up to report design and we could change the theme. Now, I have a couple of custom themes in here that I could apply, or we have some office themes down here. So if I was to apply, let's go for something like organic, You can see it makes a minor change just here. You can see some of this text has changed color, the font has changed, so on and so forth. Now, each theme that we apply comes with its own set of colors, fonts, and effects. So if you decide that you like this theme, but maybe you don't really like these colors, you could essentially work with the theme, but change the color palette that you're using. So maybe I don't want something quite as bright. I could change the color palette to something like paper, and I get a different color scheme, but I'm still using the same fonts and effects contained within the theme. We could do the opposite. If I don't particularly like the font, I could come in here and change the font, or I can change the effects that are in use. So themes are a great one-click option when it comes to very quickly changing all of the colors, fonts, and effects that are in use in your report. And of course, you can create your own custom themes if you have to abide by things like branded colors. Something else we can also do from this report design ribbon is we can insert other items into the report. So we could add images, we could add shapes from the shapes gallery, we could add additional charts, tables, and text boxes. We could copy the report. And then finally at the end, we have a page setup group just here. So if we turn on something like page breaks, you can see I now get that dotted line on the right hand side. And this can sometimes be really useful to have this turned on because it really just shows you the boundary of the page. So if we were to print this report, I know that everything that I've added to the report is going to be printed on one page. We can change the margins, we can change the orientation, and we can also change the paper size from here as well. So let's start to do a little bit of formatting on this report. I'm going to click in the header at the top here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the background fill. So let's go up to shape format and shape fill just here. Notice that it's going to load up all of the colors from the theme that you're using. And if you recall, I changed my color palette to the paper color palette. So I could give this a background fill of, let's go for orange. And then maybe I want to change the text. Let's go to text fill. I think I'm going to go for just a light orange so that it doesn't blend in too much. And if I don't particularly like this font, I can change the font as well. So I can go back to task and we can change this to something completely different. Oh, I don't think I like that either. Let's go for my favorite font, which is Lato Black. And of course, we can take the font size down a little bit if this is a little bit too large. So this pretty much works like any other Microsoft application. We can resize shapes, move things around in exactly the same way. Now, another thing to remember here is that if we click in the header and right-click our mouse, we get a contextual menu pop up. So this is where you can go in and make adjustments to the font, paragraph, format shape, and the text effects as well. So a lot of this stuff is repeats of what we have on the contextual ribbons. But for example, if I wanted to move this title into the center, I could select paragraph, alignment, centered. Click on OK, and that's now been moved to the middle. So that hopefully should be enough to get us a little bit familiar with some of the options we have when we're putting a report together. We're going to build out this report and create our own reports over the next few lessons. So those are the basics of working with reports in Project 2021. We should now be a little bit more familiar with the ribbon layout and the types of options that we have.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.